Can you turn the AC up for me and turn this bathroom?
This is the Padres POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, Padre fan? Welcome to your Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Jim Greasehaber. Call me Grease, and I am just as disgusted as you are after this game tonight. And if you're not disgusted and you don't know why I'm disgusted yet, you about to find out, because tonight was inexcusable. Another nasty, pun intended, first inning from the Padres and a starting pitcher. The last three games, it has been a disaster. Dylan Cease, Darvish, and now Nestor Cortez can't get out of the first inning without spotting the opponent a huge lead, and it's killing the Padres. They make a game out of it every day. The bullpen keeps them in it every day. You're killing the bullpen, taxing the bullpen, putting your offense at a huge disadvantage early, and you've done it now 3 games in a row. And then insult to injury, Xander Bogaerts gets a home run taken off the board tonight. Fan interference on replay, which was a horse crap call. The fan did not interfere with the ball. The ball hit Devers' glove. It did not interfere, or Ramos's glove, rather. Elio Ramos. It hit Ramos's glove. The fan did not interfere with the ball. The fan did not touch the ball, okay? And insult to injury, to insult to more injury, it was a freaking Giants fan, man. I feel like if your own fan's the one who touches the ball on a home run that your team hits, yeah, that should definitely, you know what I mean? It's a Padre who's hitting the ball. Giants fan touches it. It should be a home run. It should be a home run because he's a Giants fan. Anyway, my point being, a horse crap call takes that off the board, and Schilt gets thrown out of the game. I'd love to see him thrown out of more games until he gets his head out of his you-know-what, Mike Schilt. When do I start? Look, the team started playing really well lately, right? A.J. Preller went out and got him an embarrassment of riches. Where is Ryan O'Hearn? I read an article on MLB.com today about how the Padres are struggling with where to deploy Ryan O'Hearn. All you have to do is watch this show, Mike Schilt, and you will see where you should play Ryan O'Hearn, because I'm about to tell you. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, and I say it every day. It's the most obvious thing in the history of the world, is it not? Louis Arise has, 300-plus career starts at second base. Jake Cronenworth is not a big league hitter. He's a .240 hitter. He's a disaster on this lineup. When he left the game tonight, what happened? O'Hearn took his place. O'Hearn hits a home run off a lefty for the second consecutive time, I might add, in the 7th inning. And Schilt's going, well, where would you play him then? To a reporter. Dude, first base, Arise at second, Cronenworth to the bench. Easy, end of story. Just like Suarez shouldn't be the closer anymore. I'm going too long with the intro and the tease. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. We got a lot to talk about. I have a lot on my mind, and you're about to hear what it is. This is Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. We're free. YouTube, free. Roku, iHeart, Apple, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for being with us, making us your first watch or listen every day. We got a lot to do tonight. 4 losses in a row, and this one stinks just as bad as the others. Here I am, Jim Grease, to tell you why, and this is your Padres POSTCAST. Let's roll.
This is what you'll be talking about.
It's disaster that I'm talking about. You know, I mean, there's no other way to say it tonight. And the pitchers can't get out of the first inning without giving up. I mean, the last 3 games total, 11 first-inning runs for the Dodgers and Giants. These are the last 3 games. These are the games pitched by Dylan Cease, Darvish, and now Nestor Cortez, who looked all right against the Giants, and Robbie Ray, same opponent, last week when the Padres swept the Giants to take that lead over the Padres, or over the Dodgers, rather, in the division, which they promptly gave back. And now they're 2 games out in the division. Giants 10 back, Diamondbacks 11.5. I can't help it, man. It just is what it is. I lived in Phoenix for a long time. So Helio Ramos, Rafael Devers, and Wilmer Flores all homered off Nestor Cortez in the first inning. It was like Freddie Freeman World Series flashbacks from a year ago, Yankee fans, right? So Ramos, Devers, Flores, home run. So Ramos, home run. Devers, home run. Oh, you get a ground out and a base hit in between, and another shot from Flores, the RBI machine, right? So 4-0 before you blink. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is. 4-0 before you blink. You're in a hole again. The bullpen has to just be taxed and waxed and everything else again. And it just is a disaster every step of the way. Leading off the second, Xander Bogaerts hits a home run. They overturn it for fan interference. What a bunch of crap. It was a Giants fan anyway, and it's a ball hit by a Padre at the Padres stadium. Throw the guy the hell out. Remember the guy in the Diamondbacks bleachers that in the front row that every single year since like the last 5 years he's been involved in a home run call, and they finally threw him out of a game this last time? Yeah, so Robbie Ray took a one-hit shutout, by the way, into the 7th after the bogey home run was overturned on the horse crap call. And, man, Casey Schmidt, a double error on one play. He muffs a grounder, then throws it away, allows Bogaerts to score, leads to a big inning. Ryan O'Hearn hits a 2-run homer off Ray, who had to be steaming mad because just the double error is the only reason that the Padres even got those runs to begin with. But, it's interesting, very interesting. They're coming off the sweep in L.A., and you're looking right down the barrel from the jump at a 4-0 deficit because Nestor Cortez just didn't want to keep the ball in the yard. At least he's not walking people all over the place like Dylan Cease does, right? Dylan Cease walks everybody, and then, when that happens, it leads to the bigger numbers, right? Solo homers are solo homers, 2-run shot maybe here or there, but Cease gets himself in trouble with big numbers because he's walking guys and hitting them, and, Cortez wasn't doing that at least. But, interesting enough in this game, it is the ball off of Bogaerts' bat. It hit Ramos's glove and bounced over the fans. 2 fans, one in a Giants shirt. They were both Giants fans. They're wearing all black. Maybe the ball grazed the one dude's arm after a lengthy review, but you cannot overturn it on that. I think that's crap to just start over-legislating the game like that. Fans are a part of the game. It just is. You had the Derek Jeter thing in the World Series, and ever since then, like everything else, they panic and do what they do. So it is what it is. The home run's overturned, but the 2 things in this game, the storylines, the overturned homer ended up being the difference in the game because you lose by 1. But the bigger story is that your starters have been crap in the first inning the last 3 outings. And Dylan Cease, Darvish looked like they were turning things around. Cease gives up 3 in the first, Darvish 4, and now 4 from Cortez. On top of the 3 in the first, Cease gave up 2 in the second. So he staked them to a 5-0 lead. Darvish a 4-0 lead. Those were Dodger games. And then the Giants today, Cortez gives them 4. Now you tell me, baseball fan, watching live on YouTube right now, smashing the bell so you get alerted when we come your way with more content, hitting the subscribe so you're always here for the show. You answer me. You're a baseball fan. You tell me. When your starting pitcher gives up 3-4 runs every time out in the first inning, what is the likelihood, the odds that you're going to come back and win that game, right? Not very good. 3 homers and 5 batters to start the game. You're not going to win too many of those. You got Kaiwei Tang against Nick Pivetta tomorrow. The dude's almost got a 10 ERA. Pavetta's been great all year, looking for win number 13. Good God, please, Nick. Michael King is diggy down till very late in the season with the injury now, or very late in the month anyway. And when I think about Michael King had just come back off the nerve injury, and then the knee swells up on him. And so Michael King, the latest I see right here, August 14th, he was put on the IL. So retroactive to August 11th, at least 15 days. That's the 26th. That's a ways away. And Jackson Merrill at the ankle, the 19th or 20th. But the bigger thing to overcome right now is the manager stubbornness, man. Get Cronenworth the hell out of there. He got hit by a pitch tonight. Best thing that happened to him. O'Hearn comes in, hits another homer off the left. This dude hits lefties well. He's an all-star. He hits lefties well. Okay? You gave up a lot to get him and to get Laureano. What the hell are you doing, Shilty? Why are you so fixated on Jake Cronenworth? And no one's even talking about this, media. What, do I need to get in that room? I mean, do I need to dust off the old microphone, get the Morants from 1997 and go back to show you young cats how to do this job? Do I need to get back in there and do this? Because someone needs to ask this dude when he goes, well, you tell me where you're going to play him. First base, man. Obvious as the day is long. Put him at first base. Put a rise on second. End of story. You got DHs for days with guys like Gavin Sheets. Iglesias has been good when you play him as a guy, and then you add Cronenworth to the infield depth there. You just get him out of here. Whatever. I know you love him defensively. He's a gamer. He's gritty. I don't care, dude. He hits 240. He hits 240. How many times can you see this dude make outs in key situations? He's a 240 hitter on a team with World Series aspirations. He does not fit one. It's a Sesame Street song. I know they defunded PBS, but it's been on for 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. One of these things does not belong. It's time to play our game, Shilty. Cronenworth does not belong. Get him the hell out of the lineup. A rise on second. O'Hearn on first. Through that, you get Iglesias and you get Gavin Sheets and you can play with the DH. Come on, man. Give guys the day off here and there like you do Manny. When Iglesias plays third, you lose nothing defensively. And that's saying a lot how great Manny is in the field. But Iglesias is that good. You give Arraez a day off at second with Iglesias, not Cronenworth. He can't hit anyway. What is your fixation with Jake Cronenworth? I have to know. Man. Does he have pictures of you with a monkey or something? What is the deal? I don't know. I just don't understand. And I'm just frustrated like maybe some of you are. Why in the world is this guy out there in this lineup against everybody day in and day out? When you have Arraez, played 300-plus games at second, 3-time batting champ, O'Hearn's an all-star, hits lefties really well. The odd man out in every scenario there, no matter what way you look at it, is Jake Cronenworth. What is the issue with this? And why is Suarez still the closer and not Mason Miller? I just, look, I don't like to go after managers. First time I've done it, but he walks right into it. With this. I'm sorry. Preller put together a great team at the deadline. This dude's not even using it. He's not even just whatever. Anyway, a couple things to get to. Short time to get to him. I got to get to this one first right now. Let's go.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Where the game was won or lost is when Nestor Cortez decided to give up 3 home runs and 5 batters. Ramos, Devers, you know what I'm saying, Flores, in the first 5 hitters of the game. 4-0 deficit, just like yesterday's game with Darvish, 4-0 deficit to the Dodgers in the first inning. And just like 2 games ago, Cease with a 3-0 deficit after 1, 5-0 deficit after 2 against the Dodgers, and you wonder why you're on a 4-game losing streak. There's your turning point. All right, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Still to come, the star of the game. Still to come, a look ahead to tomorrow. Still to come, some more aggravation coming out of me. Tell me what you think, Padre fan. I don't know. We love having you here. Grateful. It's free, and we're grateful to give you great content. We can do things like talk about the manager's inability to make a basic decision because we're not controlled by the team like the announcers on TV and the radio are, or like the shows you listen to on the Padres flagship station. We don't have anybody standing over us saying, you can't say that about the Padres. We don't have that. We don't count on them for tickets, money, anything. We just want to give you. We are here for you. And speaking of which, I have a couple of amazing deals to tell you about from 2 incredible sponsors, but a lot to get off my chest still when I come back on the other side. Padres POSTCAST, Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day, 4-3. They lose to the Giants. And you know how much I love Prize Picks. If you've been listening to me for any amount of time here on the network, this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the daily fantasy platform that's you turn your football predictions into real rewards. Preseason is already heating up, and college football isn't far behind. So whether you got your eye on big-name QBs, breakout running backs, Prize Picks makes it easy to get in the game. You know, some big performances coming your way this NFL season. Who are you looking for? Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert. Sorry, San Diegans. Anyway, have you won before? You know what I mean? How have you liked using Prize Picks? I've used Prize Picks a few seasons now, and I love how simple it is. I can get a lineup in before my coffee finishes brewing, and sometimes that's a real stretch for me, right? Excuse me. Then there's the flex play option, a total game changer. No breaks, camera in your face. Amazing it doesn't happen more often. Total game changer. Even when one of your picks misses, you still double my money. Prize Picks puts their members first. Withdrawals fast, safe and secure. Get my money, man, right away. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. Prize Picks. Run your game on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. There we go, StreamYard. All right, we owe you a little bit of love there. Prize Picks, for some reason that didn't stick, but August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel giving you deals on NFL preseason predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. So take a flyer on the MVP race. I know who I'm picking this year. How about Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals? Who's my champion? Crowning my champion in August. Ooh, this is even tougher, man. If I were gun to my head right now to pick a Super Bowl winner, I'd probably go Baltimore. Or you could parlay your division winner, dark horses, and you can do it all with a special offer. Visit the FanDuel app today. Start planning your futures bets now because Futures Day is one day and one day only at FanDuel. Play your game on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me, Grease. Don't forget Prize Picks. For some reason, the overlay did not go up when I was doing the Prize Picks spot. So run your game with Prize Picks. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I ain't playing. Man, 4-3. This is really frustrating. Look, you lose the Dodger games like that, and I want to get back into this thing with Shilty, and I want Javi to be talking about this, man. Jake Cronenworth, what is the deal with this dude? Why is he still in the lineup every day when you have O'Hearn on the bench? He's an all-star. He hits lefties very well. Last 2 homers have come against lefties, and your team has had trouble scoring runs all year. So what do? You leave a light-hitting, defensive-oriented second baseman. I know he's gritty. I know he's a gamer. I know you love the dude as a baseball guy. He's the guy that you love, right? He's the little guy, man, the underdog. I don't give a crap about an underdog. I give a crap about how I can pop those corks in October. November. How are you going to do that, Padres, with a second baseman who can't hit? The guy's a 240 hitter with an all-star left-handed power bat on the bench when you're not scoring. And another one in Gavin Sheets. Come on, Shilty. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. I've been around this game a long time. Louis Ariz can play second base. You're not going to lose enough to justify leaving that weak-ass bat in the lineup game after game after game. And I know it sounds like I'm going after Jake Cronenworth. I'm going after Jake Cronenworth, the player, not Jake Cronenworth, the person, okay? The player who hits 240. Well, you have a 3-time batting champ who could slide over and an all-star with power who can play first base. Okay, I'd rather have Iglesias as my utility guy and give Xander a day, give Louis Ariz a day, and give Manny a day. Move him around the infield every game, right? And then your DH is Gavin Sheets. Doc say it's a wrap, it's a wrap. You give Iglesias some starts at DH against the lefty with that righty bat. Laureano can play DH here and there. You know what I mean? Give him a day off. Gavin Sheets does all right in left field for a game or two to spell him here and there, right? Give him a day off, let him DH. But you got to get a guy like O'Hearn in there, man. You don't have enough power hitters to not. I shouldn't have to tell a guy like Mike Schilt this. I shouldn't have to. I really shouldn't. It's aggravating the more I have to sit here and do this. It really is. I shouldn't have to. I really, really shouldn't have to. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease, and I'm sorry. It's obvious to me. Stevie Wonder can see it, Shilty. Why can't you? The dude can't hit. He does not belong there. Ariz at second, O'Hearn on first. Come on. Easy. And I'm reading articles about how they're struggling. I could read it to you if we weren't on a postcast. It's so annoying to have them say, well, where would you play him? First base, dude. Ariz at second. Cronenworth next to you, handing you sunflower seeds. Simple. Easy peasy. It's time for the player of the game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Which is not, by the way, Jake Cronenworth, but it is freaking Ryan O'Hearn, who comes off the bench for Jake Cronenworth and hits, and Ariz goes to second. Finally, I'm like looking at him going, oh my God, maybe this will shake his head and go, there you go, man. Come on. He was ejected. Yeah, and it was the bench coach, Espinoza, who did it. But, yeah, the win, Robbie Ray, Cortes the loss, Rodriguez the save, 4-8-2 for the Giants, 3-6-0 for the Pods. Giants got 4 in the first. Padres got 3 in the seventh. Couldn't really get anything going other than that. Robbie Ray did all right today for the Giants, 6 2/3, 3 hits and 3 runs, none earned. The double error on the third baseman opened the floodgates for that inning. But again, O'Hearn should be at first, Ariz at second. End of conversation. That article that I read today where Schilt flipped it around on the reporter, said, where would you play him? Dude, it's the most obvious. I mean, that's the goofiest. I hate it when you do that to a media member, and I wish it would have been me. I wish it would have been me so I could stand up and point out number after number and scenario after scenario to back up my point as to why Ariz should be at second and O'Hearn should be at first. To me, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's the easiest thing in the world. I mean, literally. It's just the fact that we're even having to have this conversation aggravates the crap out of me. Ryan O'Hearn is your player of the game. Enters the game after Cronenworth got hit by a pitch. He goes 1 for 2. He flew out to end the game. Just missed one, too. Could have put a charge into that one. as well, but a lot better than Jake would have done. 2 RBIs on the homer in the 7th, brings him in, had a homer the other day against the Dodgers. Yeah, he's red hot. He's hitting them out against lefties. What are you going to do, Schilte? You going to bury him on the bench again the rest of this series against lefties when they pitch? Come on, man. Come on. He hits lefties well. He's not a platoon player. He's not a bench bat. He's a starter. He's an all-star. Put him in the damn game and get your 240 weak-hitting second baseman out of there. I've had enough. I've had enough. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I'm going to blow my top. Anyway, we're up against the end. Tomorrow, Nick Pivetta hopefully can reverse this losing streak. First pitch at 6:40. We'll be here after with your postcast. Of course, on YouTube, we're live. After that, we upload, you download Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, Roku. You download OTT, not OPP. Yeah, you know me. This whole city. I'm 53. What do you want from me? But I do know this. I've been around this game a long time. Cronenworth should be on the bench. Rai should be on second. O'Hearn on first. That should be the lineup every single day. Not platoons, not situations, nothing. Why does he not do this? I think, dude, if they don't go deep in the playoffs this year with the players they've got, he doesn't start using O'Hearn and stuff like that. Suarez remains the closer when Miller's clearly better. Then you need a new manager next year, AJ Preller, with all this work that you've done. I said it and I'll say it again. This is Padres Postcast, Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you for being here to watch the Postcast as well as Locked On Padres Podcast every day with Javier Reyes and Locked On MLB Game Night. Locked On MLB on YouTube, every game, every night. Local analysis on a national scale with Locked On MLB Game Night. 4-3 Giants. Hopefully the Padres pitching will be better. The starting pitching tomorrow. I just want to mention one more thing before we go, and that is that Morgan, Peralta, and Miller threw incredibly well tonight, and Cortes got it back on track really well after that first and gave him a bunch of good innings. So all is not lost. You're going to have speed bumps, but someone write, call, email, DM, whatever you have to do to get this manager to realize his worst player is Jake Cronenworth, and he should not be in the starting lineup anymore. Keep your game tight and your mind right, Padre fan. Thank you for watching Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. We'll talk to you tomorrow.